Okay, so my name is Celine. I'm 40 years old. I just turned 40 last week. I was a lawyer before for 10 years before
Oops, you froze now. Am I frozen?
I started my own company in 2009 after I met Chef Jean-Georges, who tasted my cannoli, the product that I'm making today, and he encouraged me to start. So I started a new job with a great product from France, and since then I'm an entrepreneur. I opened a boutique a year and a half ago, and Manhattan Upper East Side, and it's going actually very well.
Great. And what inspired you to want to do this?
I was inspired by different things. I love baking since I'm a child. I always love baking in my family. My father is a great cook. My grandfather was a great cook. So in France, it's part of your education being involved in the kitchen, in the baking. You bake for your friends, for your family. So I say that one day, if I have an opportunity in the baking industry, I will go for it. And I came to New York. I was still a lawyer, but here is a city of gourmet. It's a city you can start something new. There are many reasons that I felt like there is a place to start a French product, and especially the pastry was really something that was in 2009 started to be really on the radar. There were a lot of macarons companies starting to open. And when I met Jean-Georges, he told me for the cannoli, it's a niche product, but you will definitely, if you make it as good as you're doing it today in a big quantity, you really have to go. It's a great product. You won't have a lot of competitors. It's very hard to make, but it's unique, and New Yorkers are looking always for something new. So go ahead, and that's why I went for it.
Great. And what do you think it takes to be a great baker?
Well, it's great. I learned a lot. I learned from scratch, and I learned I took a lot of my family recipe from a traditional recipe from France, from southwest of France, and I was for 2 years at the beginning every day in the kitchen baking. Today, I'm doing more of the marketing communication, but I'm still creating a flavor every month. So the more I do it, the more I learn, and I also took advice from great chefs. So it's great to. I love it.
Great. And what would you say is your greatest culinary accomplishment?
Um,
Opening your store, I mean.
yes, yes. Opening a store is definitely. It was a step that I really wanted to go. When I started creating the company, I started online. I created a website, and then I started selling to corporations. But for me, really, the goal was to open a boutique, as the cannoli is a fresh product. It needs to be eaten the same day of baking. So it's like bread. You want to eat it right out of the oven. The cannoli is the same story. So when you come to my shop, it's really an experience of tasting, smelling, seeing the product, and that's why I'm so happy that I was able to open it and having the kitchen inside the store to give this great experience to customers. Something really particular from this product.
Okay, so let's talk about pies because we're going to be baking a pie. So
Okay.
how comfortable are you and experienced with doing a pie from scratch?
I've been baking some, you could say the French version of the pie is like a tarte aux pommes or fruit tart. So, I mean, I know, of course, how to do that. I'm doing that for my family a lot. And so I'm comfortable. I'm already having some ideas of how to do a pie. If I do a mini or medium, I don't know what the size, if there is any requirement on that. But it's great. And I want definitely create something new that I haven't created before, but I have already ideas, so I'm thinking.
Okay, and then as far as being great for TV, so you've already been on the cooking channel. Tell me about that.
That was a great experience. Really, when they contacted me, it was I didn't know exactly what it would be, and they told me, well, you have to give the recipe basically. So I was like, okay, so should I do it or not? Because then, when you reveal the secret, but it was part of it, and it was really like sharing your savoir-faire, sharing, what you learned, and that's actually what I like, teaching, also giving cooking classes. So it was a great experience. It was step by step. They came to the boutique with all the lights. We just recreated a